Hello, Cosmic Souls, and thank you for joining me today. This is Tales from Our Dreams by the Cosmic Cradle. I hope you have enjoyed the first dream narration, and if you haven't listened to that, please do check that out and go back to our uploads about 2 weeks ago, called Friends from an Alternate Universe. So, I also hope you enjoy the nature sounds that I regularly post, and hope that it does help you fall to a dreamy sleep. All right. So, without further ado, please enjoy our second dream narration. And here it goes. So, this dream was told to me by one of my friends who attended the university with me up north in the country of the Philippines. Yes, I'm from the Philippines, and where we studied, there is this mountainous region, and it's a colder region, from a city called Baguio. Now, moving on to our story for tonight. So, this dream started on a dark setting. So, there was a war going on at the time. It didn't, however, show in her dream who the aggressors were at the time. But the entire place was being sacked, and some buildings were torn. The city was devastated, and people were trying to find a refuge. And one of the buildings that was torn by one of the airstrikes was her apartment, and so she had to find a place to camp out for sleep. Now, there was this open space, and it might not make sense to camp out on open space during war, but well, dreams don't particularly make sense all the time. And she was just bunked with other people on that open space, and she just have one of her bags with her, and there was actually a thin mattress that was laid on the ground, and the ground was a bit wet, and it would have probably rained a little bit that day, making it extra cold that night. So she laid down, and she had a pillow. She placed her head on her pillow and laid on her side, hugging her bag. Now, as she was drifting to sleep, there was this creature that just suddenly came about, like they always do in our dreams, right? Popping up from somewhere. This huge beast, a werewolf, that came close to her. I was hovering on top of her, ready to bite her neck. And this beast opened its huge mouth with its fangs, and the saliva drooling out of that big mouth and dripping down to her neck. And she could feel that saliva, dripping down her neck and moving down to her pillow, making the pillow wet and the mattress wet as well. And the beast was just proceeding to stoop down to bite her neck, and she started panicking. She was so scared. She closed her eyes and she started praying. Now, she suddenly woke up, and it was pitch dark in her room. And realizing that it was a dream, but the strangest thing was she can feel the saliva on her neck, Do you know that feeling, what, of this wet stuff down her neck? And that made her all scared even more, right? And she panicked that it might not have been a dream after all. So she grabbed from underneath her pillow and took her rosary. So Philippines is a highly Christian country. She is a Catholic. She grabbed her rosary, held on tight to it, and started praying again. But as she was praying, the feeling of the saliva also started fading away, until eventually that feeling was gone. And when she felt reassured that it was after all a dream, she stood up, went to open the lights, and she saw the rosary that she was holding, and it was actually broken. If you can imagine the rosary, it's in a loop, and at the end there is this cross hanging from it. The cross was missing, and the loop was broken. But as scary as this sounds, she started looking for the cross. And the creepy thing was that the cross was not even on the upper portion, on the area of her pillow where her head is. The cross was actually on the opposite end by her feet. And this really gave her a fright, and she just kept the lights on every time she went to bed, the following days and weeks. I don't know how long she kept that up, but that was it really about this dream. But what do you think about it? Was she dreaming? Or was there something else about this dream? Alright, so I will be coming back for the third narration about dreams. Again, if you have any dreams that you want narrated, please check out the details below for my email, and I'll be happy to read them. Thank you again, and until the next stories here at Tales from Our Dreams.